Gaine Nazareth, Director of Solution Consulting for ServiceNow. Thanks for joining me. It's great to see you. What do you, are agencies, or should agencies be thinking about in cyber operations, particularly regarding artificial intelligence now?
Yep, absolutely. And firstly, thank you for having me on this segment, Francis. Absolute pleasure to be here. But yes, when you look at AI, I believe agencies need to look at AI not just as a tool or a technology, but more so as a strategic partner. And what I mean by that is if you look at the core functions of cybersecurity, whether it be security incident response, vulnerability management, threat intelligence, predictive analytics, all these different functions involve vast amount of information, vast amount of data. And what AI can do really well is sift through all this data, analyze it, identify patterns, come up with recommendations, corrective action plans, all that good stuff, right? And it can do it really well. Where the human element comes in is adding nuance and context to what AI gives you, right? Even applying ethical standards, right? Decision making, things like that, right? So when you think about AI, it's not so much a discussion of automation, but more so a discussion of augmentation, how you augment human capabilities with AI on top of it, right? And I truly believe the agencies and the organizations that train their cyber teams alongside AI, with the right governance model and responsible use and all that good stuff, those are the teams that will benefit the most from AI and will come up on top in the long run.
The word there that I think that you use that I think is the most significant is governance, because it sounds like that's what the whole kind of the missing puzzle piece is that not just you referred to, but a lot of folks are talking about how organizations are thinking about. We're getting out of the phase of we're just figuring out how to use it for the moment, and now we're thinking about what the long-term implications are. Am I on the right track there?
Absolutely, right? Because as powerful as it is, if you don't have the right governance model in place, things are going to be done irresponsibly, right? So you got to keep that, within the context.
You use the term augmentation, and that term is becoming more popular as well. What does a kind of a mature augmentation worldview, strategy maybe isn't the right word, but worldview look like in your view? How does an agency think about augmentation kind of in a more mature phase?
Absolutely. And let's take cybersecurity, for example, right? We're a cyber conference. You're looking at, let's say, a security incident, right? Now you've got an agent working on it. That's a person analyzing data. Now, if you want to add additional context to it, threat intelligence, right? Understand what's going on. That's where AI can come in. It can augment, it can enrich the data you see on the incident to make the lives better and improve efficiencies for all the agents, right? Yeah. So things like that, even things like triage and assignments and escalations, you add AI into the loop and then you kind of bring out efficiencies that you're looking for.
What do you make of the discussion that's going on in the AI community about the models on which a particular AI tool have been trained, and what's the implication of that in a public sector, specifically federal government, and for the purpose of this conference, specifically a Department of Defense context?
Yep, absolutely. And I'll say this, there are lots of LLMs out there. I read an article where it said that after a certain amount of years, there'll be more LLMs than people, right? So everyone's creating LLMs. The key is to have your LLMs on certain domains. So all the information that goes in that it's training on remains within that domain, right? So you're not seeing data that kind of goes off, right? So it's one of those things.
Gaine, it's great to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
Likewise. Thank you.